Because despite all of her accomplishments, how talented she is, how dope she is, her track record, her hits, her guest appearances on songs, like, it goes back to the whole thing where people hate dynasties.
Why?
They love a dynasty when it's cool to love that dynasty, when it's their team.
But then they hate it when it's the New York Yankees, right?
It's kind of the concept, because at first everybody loved the Yankees. You know, when they would win, everybody loved them. But then, other than the team that they beat, right?
Correct.
Then after a while, people everywhere started hating the Yankees.
Like you fucking Laker haters.
As if they did anything that wasn't well within their rights to do. Like, what do people always say about the Yankees?
They always go get a whole bunch of people.
They try to buy their championships and da-da-da-da.
That's what they're
I've had to
doing
tell
anyway.
so many people, this is Major League Baseball. This ain't basketball where you got a salary cap, when you got restrictions on how you trade and acquire players. Everything that the New York Yankees could do, any other franchise with the money could do. And there was no problem with them doing so. But everybody tried to hold them like what they did was wrong. If they wanted to pay stupid money to Alex Rodriguez, they could pay stupid money to Alex Rodriguez. Hell, Texas did it before they got him.
Yes, they did.
You know what I'm saying? It's not the Yankees' fault that Texas didn't have enough money to buy the contracts of like 5 superstar players at once. You better go find some more ownership. Get some more dollars coming in. You know what I'm saying? But I look at it like that when it comes to Nicki. Like, when people talk about, like, how when we always have our debates about greatest, like, championship teams, right?
Okay.
In basketball, you know, or we start talking about, like, when we name greatest of all time basketball players, right? Everybody wants to say Mike, but then we start breaking down, well, what's the criteria? And everybody want to talk about the rings he won, when Bill Russell has more than anybody. So if we're going to go by rings,
Abdul-Jabbar has just as many.
If we want to go by, you know, rings being the criteria, 11 rings
beat 6.
You know what I'm saying? But then folks want to talk about. Folks want to say,
shout out Robert Horry.
Folks want to say that, you know, that don't count because Bill Russell played when it wasn't no black people playing. Is that Bill Russell's fault? Should he have waited until a mass amount, 100 black players at a time, came up and said, we're all going to join the NBA? So it's his fault that he didn't have any competition of what there is now? And that's not his fault.
And that's untrue, too, because him and Wilt Chamberlain had plenty of battles. Okay.
But remember, Bill was there before.
Yes, I didn't say he wasn't there before. But
no, that's my point. Folks want to discredit the time that he was there before Wilt Chamberlain and before all the other greats. They want to try to discredit them first 6, 7 championships because people was my height.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? But if we look at it, when we start talking about those eras, players that play right now,
he played the
physically,
competition that was there, man. That's
right.
All
That's not his fault. So when
even
people say,
as a Laker fan, I can't acknowledge those.
Whatever, gangrene. But no matter, it is not Nicki Minaj's fault that when she came out, Lauryn Hill hadn't put out a record. Missy Elliott had put out like her last record.
Snooze Fest.
You know, MC Lyte wasn't putting out no records. Queen Latifah wasn't putting out no records.
Snooze
Rod
Fest.
Digger ain't had no record.
Trash.
Lil' Kim ain't had no record.
Queen.
Foxy Brown ain't have no record.
The Queen.
Trina didn't have a record.
That Queen.
Bahama Dia ain't have no
See,
record.
Queen.
Like, was it her fault that Eve hadn't released a record?
Eve is so
from
dope.
2009 to 2018.
What y'all niggas want?
Tell me, with the exception of the
touch.
Homegirl Rhapsody, one time for Rhapsody. Oh, I got an air horn that. One time for Grammy nominated Rhapsody. What I'm saying is, from 2009 to 2018,
There have been other ladies in the game, man. You know,
name them.
Dej Loaf.
Okay, Dej Loaf.
Right. What is that young lady's name that was right there before the chicken noodle soup girl?
No, come on now.
She was pumping. She was pumping.
No, because nobody even knew her name until Love and Hip Hop, which was 10 years after the fact.
Little Mama was out.
Little Mama didn't have no record out when what you call it dropped. She came out before Nicki.
Popping, my G.
That was before Nicki.
My G, they had a thing with her and Nicki, like.
You got to remember, Lil Mama was on TV during the America's Best Dance Crew thing, so she was always visible. She hadn't released anything before after My Lip Gloss Is Poppin', bro.
My Lip Gloss Is Poppin' was around the first album.
No, sir. Okay, Lip Gloss was popping. Lip Gloss was popping. I was living in Atlanta when Lip Gloss Was Poppin' came out, and I was living in Atlanta in 06, 07. Okay. Nicki didn't drop her album till 09.
Nicki was on out. She was on.
No, Gucci Nicki didn't drop her album till 2010.
Gucci. She was on Gucci shit.
She didn't pop up on Gucci shit till 09.
She was on Gucci shit. She was on.
This 2009, bro. 2009.
She was on a whole bunch of shit. But I'm just saying,
My Lip Gloss.
She was there. Dej Loaf was there. They thought Dej Loaf was gonna be that nigga. There was another nigga that came right before Dej Loaf, and they thought she was gonna be that nigga too.
Here's my whole point. Okay, like when it comes to how people treat Nicki in a situation, I've heard radio personalities say this. When Nicki just dropped Chun-Li and Barbie Tings, right? When she started teasing to drop those records, I heard some radio personalities discuss Nicki. And one gentleman said he's tired of Nicki talking about how she's the best, how she's like nobody's better than her, and about how her private areas are this and that. He just want her to make good music. But then in the very next breath say, Cardi lit, she hot, she winning, she's making great music, when the subject matter is exactly the same. Now, I also heard one of the other personalities say he don't like Nicki because she ain't put nobody on. She didn't make no records with no upcoming artists. He mentioned like how Drake did the song with Block Boy JB, and before that song, nobody knew who Block Boy was, right?
Okay.
So he said, you don't need to be making records with Jay-Z and Beyonce, and why you not making records with up and coming artists? Why you never did a record with Dej Loaf? Now, is it Nicki Minaj's job? Is it her job to go find the next up and coming female rapper and get on a record for them to boost them up? Is it her job? No. Would it be nice? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Paying it forward. You know, but folks forget that she did songs with YG and Rich Homie Quan and stuff like that, guys that were new, but they were guys. So you're basically mad that she didn't go find the next Nicki. She didn't go find the next Rah Digga. Meanwhile,
please don't go find no more Rah Diggas.
Meanwhile, everybody started hating Nicki once one female rapper decided to come out and make a whole song about her. When Remy decided to drop Sheetha, now everybody forget that they had just been rocking with Nicki for 5 years straight. That everybody knew the words to Roman's Revenge. Everybody knew the words to Shit It On Them. You know what I'm saying? But the minute Remy dropped Sheetha, oh, now Lil' Kim is the worst rapper in the world. Meanwhile, Remy ain't dropped not one successful single album. Not one. Not even There's Something About Remy.
That's them darts, my nigga. You just
nothing. Remy has not been successful without Fat Joe on a record. Facts.
That is them darts you dropping on niggas right now.
And I respect Remy. Remy earned her stripes in these streets out here, battling people. Remy is a dope MC. But be clear, Remy and another one of my favorite rappers, Shauna, suffer from the same affliction. They are dope rappers, but have not found any success as an artist.
That's because she was getting some head, sir.
I don't even think it's fair with Shauna, because Shauna is a better artist than most people as well. But we're not going to get into Shauna right now. But while Remy made the whole world believe that Nicki Minaj is an inferior artist, what has Remy Ma given you outside of Lean Back and I'm All the Way Up that the masses can remember? I'm a fan, so I remember certain shit. But you don't even remember her on the Annie Up remix. You remember the Annie Up remix.
Yo, she looked too good to be looking at you, and she looked too good to be feeling you.
Yeah, and the world don't remember Conceited. The world don't remember It's Whatever. The world don't remember the songs off of both Terror Squad albums. You know what I'm saying?
Well, listen, I think...
But Nicki's getting hated on because this one person made a rap record about her, and Nicki didn't come back on the same rah-rah, I'll smack you in the face. If we break down Sheether, Remy wasn't talking about shit. Remy was not talking about a damn thing other than you got butt shots.
Yo, my G, that fish grease from last week, we need to bring it right now because you are trying to murder the Rimster, bro, right now.
It's facts. Remy can murder anybody on a mic, but has Remy done anything that makes you want to buy it? Without Fat Joe. You want to know what Remy's claim to fame is now? Her greatest tactic against Nicki Minaj was linking up with veteran female MCs. So what's her coup de grace? She starts a whole rap tour. In every show she do, every award show, whatever, she bringing up 5 or 6 legendary female rappers. Okay? Other than that, Remy has not done anything that makes people want to purchase a Remy Ma anything.
I fucks with Remy
Ticket.
Ma, man. I fucks with Remy Ma, man. I'm a bow out of that one, man. Remy is my nigga, man.
And Remy is one of the illest to ever do it.
Yeah,
but Remy ain't made not one album you want to go buy. But Nicki's albums, even if they didn't sell, she released albums.
Have you bought any Nicki albums?
I haven't bought an album.
Hold on. Better. Have you streamed?
Yes.
Any of her singles?
Yes. No, I streamed Nicki's first 2 albums. I didn't really care for the third one.
Okay.
I didn't care for the
Reloaded pink thing.
For the pink print. Like, I fooled with Pink Friday and Pink Friday 2, you know, Roman Reloaded, you know. I fooled with them. You know what I'm saying? I knew what Nicki was doing. Like, people don't look at stuff from a real strategic aspect. Like, Nicki Minaj knew that if all I give you is mixtape tracks, if all I give you is rapidy rap, I'm not going to have a long-lasting career with the type of lifestyle I want to live. Because there's a lot of rapidy rap females out here. Like,
just
the
like
homegirl
Ja
Rhapsody
Rule, right?
is dope. But Rhapsody knows that she's not right now in the lane to garner the same type of check or live the same type of lifestyle, for, you know, taking care of herself, her family and stuff like that, because she don't make the type of music that 13-year-old girls will beg their parents to buy. Drake is the master at being, okay, I'm going to give you a undeniable hit record, but then I'm also going to warm you up by showing you that I can still rap my ass off.
Okay.
It's hard for females to adopt that mantra because it's just like the WNBA. We as ball fans know that the WNBA players hoop their ass off. But the average novice fan that'll go to a basketball game because it's exciting is not going to put forth the same time, energy, or money towards a WNBA game that they would an NBA game.
Yo, shout out to Diamond the Shield. the number 3 pick in the WNBA 2018 out of North